Hey there, welcome to Pop Culture Cupid.
I'm Alison, love coach, here to help you single people find your way back to love.
And I'm Michal, I'm a single life coach. I help singles embrace themselves and their singleness, as well as develop a healthy self-relationship.
In this podcast, we will look at how pop culture impacts romance, dating, and your love life.
And each week we'll shoot another arrow through another pop culture delusion.
I thought we weren't going to do the whole cheesy thing.
And then burst into smithereens.
Oh my god, dude, that's so cringe!
Sorry, it's in the intro now.
If you make it through the chaos and you enjoy what you hear, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and go to all the social media.
At Pop Culture Cupid on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Enjoy!
Hey, hi!
Hello. How are you?
I'm pretty good. How about you?
Okay, as can be,
As can
I
be.
guess.
As can be.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
Sometimes.
frivolous things.
Yes. I mean, there's so much to talk about. I feel like this season
I
was
know.
like, remember last week when we talked about how it seems like such a drama-free season. There's no one who's gonna stir up drama in this. Well, joke's on us.
My gosh. My gosh. I can't wait to just watch the weddings episode and the reunion episode that's coming
I
out tonight.
know.
Um, I hesitated to take notes as I was going, but then I thought, no, let's just make it organic. But I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Um, I'm kind of disappointed about JP and I was like, oh,
I'm very disappointed about JP and oh my God, I already forgot her name. It's been a while since I watched it.
exactly.
Taylor.
Taylor. Yeah, no, because they stopped so early on, they didn't show up in any of the other episodes.
I know. I
I
mean, yeah, go on.
but I could not have a lot of the things that happened I was kind of predicting, but that I was like, oh my God, he did not come off this way at all. It's very surprising and I kind
Yeah.
of understand where they are both coming from
hmm
of the makeup and everything. I kind of get it. I get that she didn't really fit what he had envisioned, and so that kind of threw him. And I think props to him for not cutting it off straight away because of physical appearance
Yeah.
and kind of, just getting used to it. But props to her as well for saying, I need you to be more into this and just figuring everything out. I think it's a shame. I think that nobody's to blame. And I'm not blaming her, but I'm kind of thinking she maybe gave up too soon.
Yeah. I mean, I was kind of so focused on the other couples, and I didn't really pay too much attention to them. So it took me a minute to understand that something was going on. I'm like, wait, what? What's
Exactly.
happening? Why is he? I was like, at first, I was like, why does he look so disappointed? Why is he so silent? Why isn't he saying anything? I feel like that's so weird. He's like always like has this weird smile on his face and he's like never really responding or reacting. And I was like, so is he disappointed and like is he disappointed in the way she looks and who she is and what's I don't know. I was like, what's going on? And it felt so awkward. Everything with every interaction between them felt so awkward, especially since everyone else had such good banter like between the couple, and with them it was just suddenly everything from going from so perfect in the pods to going to so cringily awkward out in the real world. And then he mentioned the makeup thing and I'm like, wait, what? Because I couldn't remember anymore like how much makeup she had on and whatever. And I was like, seriously, seriously, this is the whole big deal. Like, I feel like it's just an excuse. A part of me feels like it's just an excuse. Because first of all, she's here and she's not behaving differently, like you claim the makeup is making her different or whatever it was. Second of all, you're not actually fighting for her. You're not actually trying at all to make it work, which is sort of contradicting what you're saying. Because I feel like if that was the only thing that was bothering you was just the makeup, then you would try to solve it, move forward. And it's just something that seems so wrong to me. And I feel like she also kind of overreacted to the whole thing.
Yeah, I it's tough. It's tough because yeah, as you say, they weren't they kind of lost focus. Like the show didn't focus on them as much. And so yeah,
Yeah.
we only saw I completely see what you mean about the expression, like the blank, uneasy expression. I completely see what you mean.
Yeah.
I think it's just yeah, both of them didn't but I think it's a shame. I think that he they both overreacted. He overreacted to the makeup, but I went back, I saw she did wear a lot of makeup. And but you shouldn't be judging somebody on that. But
Yeah.
on the same at the same time, she only gave him a couple of days to come out of his shell. Like they're only in Mexico for
Yeah.
they date in the pods for 3 weeks or something, and then they go into Mexico for a few days. I think it must be a bit
Yeah.
jarring as well. But I mean, I think I'm not defending either of them, and I'm not condemning either of them. I think both of them kind of overreacted. Of he wasn't really fighting for her, I agree. It's like it's great that you voiced how you feel. It's a shame that you
Mm.
felt that way, type of thing.
Yeah.
Um. So yeah. So JP, but my Jesus, when we spoke, I kind of said that. Oh, what's her name? Izzy's fiance.
Tracy, I think.
Tracy. Yeah,
Stacy
yeah.
or yeah,
Tracy
something like that.
Stacy.
Tracy, I think, but I'm not sure. I think I wrote down the names. 1 minute.
Okay.
I can look it up.
Um, or I was
Stacy?
like,
Stacy. I think it's Stacy.
okay. Where I was saying something along the lines of she's used to getting whatever she wants, and because she's lacking
Yeah.
personality, and then he ended up falling in love with her, and I was like, that took me by
Yeah.
surprise. They are a train
Oh
wreck
my God.
waiting to
Yes,
happen.
they are.
That thing with the house, where my house that you're going to live in, my house has trouble with the AC, and I'm going to have to fork up $20,000 because you are living in my house, and I expect you to share that,
Yeah.
which I agree with. I agree if they are both living together and they are married and things like I agree that they have to share expenses. But going to the restaurant, he has to pay because he's the man. Like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Amen.
Oh, that really doesn't feel comfortable. I mean,
Mm-mm.
and you have to pay for gifts for me and blah blah blah. And she has, and I'm not going to call them high standards because I think everybody should have high standards. She has delusional standards.
Yeah.
I feel that if he were the one whose house they were in, she would not give $10,000 for the air conditioning. I was just like, this is not girl power. This is, and she just does not. I have lost my fanhood in Izzy very fast during
Mm-hmm.
the episodes. So I'm not protecting him or anything, but she did not let him express himself at all. She would cut him off and just like catch him up about anything, would not let anything go. And it's just like, if you are looking for perfection, you will be single the rest of your life.
Yeah, because perfection doesn't exist. And if anything, if it does exist, it's boring. Why would you want anything perfect? And ah, where do I even begin? I'm like, ugh, like, because I'm like, on the one hand, sometimes I like Stacey, and then on the other hand, she annoys me so much, and she feels very fake. But then she also has these very real moments, and I'm like, it seems ridiculous to me that she comes and she complains about him and the way he lives, but then she's not willing to take any criticism.
There was one
And
thing. Sorry, go.
no, and I mean, even when he tried to explain himself or fight back, she suddenly walks out of the room and cries.
Yeah, and he was expressing he was expressing himself on how he felt about Johnny and their
Mm-hmm.
relationship. And he was, I mean, you could tell, as I mean, as many people do, you work through what you're feeling as you're talking about it. Like if it's all in your head, then it's going to look like one thing. But as soon as you kind of talk about it, and that's why I always like I journal a lot, and I tell my clients to journal a lot because it gets that conversation going, you know. So you could tell that Izzy was working through something in that conversation, and she kept cutting him off. And he was like, "Can you let me talk?" And she's like, "I am letting you talk. I'm just telling you how I feel about it." And if he did exactly the same thing like previously or around that time, and she was like, "Can I not feel what I'm feeling?" Well, yes, you can feel what you're feeling. He's also allowed to feel what he's feeling and able to, say things without being cut off for at least 10 minutes, not, and I put her in the Alexis and uh,
Mm-hmm.
that other girl, the Latina girl, Milton's fiance. They
Oh,
the same
we
category.
have a lot to say
We do.
about her, but we'll get to her soon.
Yeah,
But I feel like Stacey's such a hypocrite because she comes and she nitpicks every tiny little thing in his house, and she starts creating drama where there is none.
I know.
And she's sort of, he wants to, I mean, at the end of the day, I think it's adorable. He wants her to come in and see who he is. He doesn't want to hide things. He doesn't want to throw things away and start, you know, sweeping things under the rug to create a show for her. And she should appreciate that, by the way, because there are very little men that do that these days.